so thanks for your patience while we loaded them up and got them ready to go. This is the Olympic Express Jazz Band. This is about their third performance. They did a performance in November, so this is pretty exciting. If you're from Quilcene, you may recognize a face or two. If you're from Port Townsend, you might recognize a face. If you're from Sequim or Port Angeles, that makes up the rest of the group. It's a big band. It has, I think they said, a little different than big band sound, but we're excited to hear from them. We welcome them. It's a 17-piece group, vocalists, and we are ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us.
our version of Hard Hearted Anna. We have a little divot version that has something to do with the training. It's probably one of the finer versions that we've found to play, and I hope you enjoy it. Take the A train. promised we'd entertain you, and we're trying real hard, and it looks like we're at least getting halfway there. We've got a lot more show to go. I'd like to take just a couple of minutes here and introduce the band members. Our drummer, far left, Mr. Howie Gilbert. All the way from Tennessee. That was scary. On the piano, Mr. Daryl Plank. On the bass, Mr. Ron Newton. And on guitar, Grant Gilbert. That's our rhythm section. They're going to kick it up for us. They're going to keep us going all night. And the trumpet section, far left, Mr. Chris Greer. Next to him, Ken the Lip Lorenza. And everybody's favorite trumpet player, Joey Lazaro. Mr. Ben Bowman, I can't say enough about this guy. He's stepped on fairly recently, and he's just picked it right up. Mr. Ben Bowman. And that is our trumpet section. Trombone section, Mr. Tim Naples, recent acquisition on bass trombone, fine trombone player. Mr. Matt Gray, he just got back from Eastern Washington, I guess went quite a couple of ways in the solo contest, just walked in about 5 minutes before we set up, so Mr. Matt Gray. Fine trombone player, good friend, am I right? Mr. Don Smaltz. And I guess my name is Bill Foley. And we are the trombone section. So here's our little dig. See, I told you. Okay, sax section. Mr. Doc Thorson, tenor saxophone. Next to him, on alto, Ms. Signity Crawford. Mr. And I mean heavy on the Mr. Al Thompson on the other alto. And everyone's favorite musical director, Mr. Stephen Lingle, my friend, and partner in crime. And that is the sax section. Okay, and all together, we are the Olympic Express Big Band. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this ditty all together, and we're going to carry this thing all the way to the end. So pull out your dancing shoes, let's get her done. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Olympic Express Big Band, and all you have to do is Google in Olympic Express Big Band, and literally on any server, and our webpage is up, and a whole bunch of other stuff, videos, blah, blah, blah. At any rate, we have another song. Of course, actually we have a whole bunch of songs. And this song is called Too Darn Hot. And speaking of which, I'm sorry I get distracted easily when this is a really small stage here, and so we're doing the best we can, folks. But again, speaking of which, Too Darn Hot, Miss Lynn Peterson, our guest singer is yours.
It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight. Refill my cup with my baby tonight. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight. Refill my cup with my baby tonight. From you find my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. gracious enough to invite me on their journey. This next tune, we're going to slow it down just a touch. Talk about that forlorn love that everybody has gone through. Next tune is a reflection of Living in the City. big band version of Big Band Bossa Nova. We'd like to give you a wide variety of tunes. This next one's kind of a version of a rock and roll. Rock and roll. Go. Tweet, tweet, rock, robin. Woo! Rock, robin. Go rock, robin, cause you're really gotta rock tonight. Oh yeah! Go rock, robin, cause you really gotta rock tonight. Yeah! Go rock, robin, cause you really gotta rock tonight. Mr. Bill Bailey. She just keeps begging you to come on home. Bring him home, boys. So please stay with us and we'll be right back.
And a short break for all of you. The bar will be closing at the end of the break, so